So we'll do the full sales role play here. We're
Yeah.
just going to dive into it. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many more speaking gigs would you consider a success at the end of the year?
No, my phone is not ringing right now. Like no one's
Okay.
calling. So I want to like have a goal of doing at least a half a dozen this
I
year.
like that. Very realistic. I like that because some people say 100. I'm like, from 0 to 100?
No, I wanna do
You're
6.
crazy.
Yeah.
You can't even. 6 is a good number. Does it matter if you're paid for the speaking gigs or just the caliber of the people you're speaking next to?
It depends on the opportunity. So if it's like speaking, you know, at a Inc. 5000 event or
Yeah.
something, I would probably do it because of the, you know, who else is in the room.
Right.
If this is like, you know, Joe Blow's conference, I might think twice about it.
Okay, so maybe a mixed portfolio of like high caliber, well-known established brands, or some ginormous person is going to speak and you're going to speak before or after them. Those one we don't need to worry about money. It's the prestige, and we'll trade on that later. Maybe the other ones that don't have the same prestige or brand name recognition, you have to be paid for.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, how much money you think would be like? That's kind of, we have to set the baseline at that mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would that be?
So like if you hired me as a director on set, my day rate is about $10,000.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So like 10K.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is great. So let's look at the baseline now where your social media is, and we have to go through it with you. We would probably pick maybe 1 or 2 platforms to work on first. I believe in focus. If possible, I would pick 1,
Yeah.
but let's say it's 1 or 2. Which 1 or 2 might matter the most to you?
Let's do Instagram today.
Instagram is good. And okay, this is fantastic. And I would come up with a strategy, I think, for Instagram and LinkedIn with not a lot of extra work, because I
Okay.
think there are a lot of eyeballs and opportunities there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we would look at your follower count and what you hope to achieve. So this would be the benchmark against it, right? So there's a baseline, the benchmark. So by when do we want to accomplish what, and what metrics will matter to you? Sometimes it's increased engagement, sometimes it's followers, or something else. Do you have an idea what that might be?
I want to do, you know, at least 1 speaking gig in the next 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
At least 1.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that if I get 1, then that will sort of help open the door for others. Because people ask me, well, where else have you spoken? And I don't have any good answers. It's like, oh, I haven't had the opportunity yet. But like as soon as you, seems like open the door for 1, others can fall into line.
Yeah.
And so it's about the optics. My Instagram is very low, for example. I only have, you know, I have under 10,000 followers. It's not very impressive. I need to be up over 100,000 or maybe, you know, 1 million, but over 100,000 would be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is very good. So in the way that I would do this, I'm breaking character. The way that I would do this is propose some hybrid weird thing. Because what I'm hearing from you, Brian, back in character, what I'm hearing from you is it's important that you get the right kinds of gigs within a certain period of time. And I think having a larger social presence is only one part of that. I have other strategies, if you would consider it, I would like to talk to you about that have nothing to do with your social followers at all, if your main primary goal is to be speaking at these places.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
Okay, so I would suggest that we cut together a speaker's reel, and that you might have to just bite the bullet and speak at some event where you get to choose what you want to talk about. They don't get any ability to input that. And part of it is you get to bring your crew to shoot, because you need to make that piece where it becomes something that you can share on social. So we might have to bite the bullet, and that might be part of the strategy. So even though you might know of me as a social media marketer to help you there, I think the better plan is to do this and spend your money and your time and resources doing that. And we can get into a full plan there. And then part of it simultaneously is to start to develop a social media strategy for you that reflect who you are and your brand value.
I love that. Yeah.
And that would be kind of it. And then we'd talk about money. But
Yeah.
yeah.